Bump, bump, bump. Oh, are we on now?
I mean, I guess you just created the new theme for this other
Bump,
podcast.
bump, bump.
Apparently, that's what you just
Yes.
did. Because...
Hello, and welcome to Yahoo Answers, the first episode of a brand new podcast. Now, some people may be wondering, oh my god, where's comment section? Where's comment section?
Everyone's wondering.
I lost my grandmother this week, and now I'm losing comment section. What happened? Don't worry, okay? You see... we have multiple ideas, but, you know, just because of time...
We're not one-trick ponies.
No, okay? We're not like, who's the guy who did Gangnam Style?
Psy?
Yes, we're not Psy.
He still gets tons of views.
Does he?
He just released a new song.
It's not Gangnam
I'm pretty
Style.
sure it'll probably be considered a one-hit wonder. But, I mean, that doesn't... I'm sure he's still very famous.
We still root for you, Psy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've always said. Yeah. Being someone who has also only ever heard Gangnam Style.
Yeah, but we have multiple ideas, so don't worry. This is kind of... we flip back and forth between the two. So, Here it is, Yahoo Answers. This is a show where we go to Yahoo to questions you didn't ask, or maybe you did, and we try to answer them. We're not experts.
Yep. From the very, very... bright minds of the Yahoo Answers question askers, we are giving the answers that probably no one
wanted
on the internet.
Yes, you didn't ask for them, but yet here they are. I mean, for all you know, we never finished high school. You don't know. We're not experts, but yet you clicked play. So that's on you. So before we begin, we like to try and talk about any interesting stories that kind of happen throughout the week. And I realized recently that it's been 5 years since, our time in high school ended. Yes, that's how old we are. Old and decrepit. Yeah. Does that make you feel old?
It doesn't get much older than being 5 years removed from high school. How much could you get older than that?
Oh my god, could you imagine 15? By the time it's 15...
This is...
You're ready to play the ground.
You're fired from the podcast, I think.
Know.
No, just kidding.
My sister asking, did you let the dog back in?
Yeah.
No. But we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
So, it's been 5 years since we graduated high school, and I don't think I've ever told you this story.
Right.
But there was, ahead of my last class, which was, I think it's sociology. Mm-hmm. That's the opposite from psychology, I guess. I don't know. They all both end with ology.
I don't know if opposite is the right word. I don't think that's really the colloquially accepted consensus about sociology, is that it's the opposite.
Psychology, sociology, right. Zoology. It's close enough, I guess.
It's all the same thing.
So what happened was the day before that last class, our teacher said, hey, we're going to have a substitute, so goodbye. We'll never see you again.
Yeah.
But because... I think this happens everywhere. The seniors leave before the other students. I'm pretty sure that happens everywhere. If it doesn't, well, we're sorry. Man, that's gotta suck.
No, we were out end of May instead of mid-June or something.
I remember, and so what happened was we had this substitute for the last class, okay? So, you're going through your schedule, and it's a normal day, and... the teachers are kind of like, hey, goodbye, don't ever come back.
Yep.
And so it's the end of the class, and we get to this last class with this substitute. And it's the last class I'm ever going to take in high school.
Right.
Hopefully. Unless, look, I can't find my diploma, so...
Yeah, you might have to retake all of high school.
I lost it. You recently moved. Do you know where your diploma is?
I don't know. I think I might know where my associate's degree is, but I might also not know where that is.
Have that? If you don't have the diploma, it cancels out the associate degree.
Yeah, that's the scary. I don't know.
That's the scary part. Anyway, so we have this substitute, and I don't know a lot about different high schools, but in our high school would end where you'd have, I believe it was the last day they had the senior prank and then the senior video.
Yeah. We had a couple little traditions at the end of the year.
So, and then at the end of the day, the seniors are supposed to be let out early, I believe, to watch the video. I believe, or was the school prank?
Yeah, so all the seniors were, kind of dismissed to go watch this little nostalgic video.
Yes, there was the video?
Yeah, unless... Yeah, I think so.
So what happened was, at a certain time we were supposed to go, but the substitute was just like, no, you can't go unless I hear it on the announcements. And students are arguing with her. Hey, teacher, we're supposed to go now. We're supposed to get good seats. And this other teacher's like, no. And then this is how my time in high school ended. Other kids are like trying to go, and one of the kids is like calling another teacher on the cell phone saying, hey, can you tell this person we're supposed to be leaving now? And last thing I ever heard in high school was a substitute, who I never met before, I'll never meet again, saying, you know what? I was having a good day until this class.
It's their fault.
And then eventually we got out when they like dismissed like the other classmen. I guess they don't do that anymore. I guess I heard that you're supposed to like stay. We'll talk about how much nicer it is now that we're gone. Have you seen the pictures on Facebook?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually passed by it, so yeah, the whole thing is remodeled.
So yeah, we finally were able to leave at that one time, later than everyone else, and that's how it ended. But yeah, so you've seen pictures of it?
Yeah.
It's so much nicer than when we went there. We'll just put... Have you seen the inside?
No.
They have pictures on Facebook that people are sharing, and it's so much nicer now. Like, when we went to high school, people would put, like, gum in the wall, in the holes in the gym wall, and some people would put, like, gum on the drinking fountains, on the nozzle, where you're supposed to drink out of. It's so much nicer now.
Yeah.
So
they have strict no gum on the drinking fountain.
Exactly.
That's what's important.
And no more holes in the walls either.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
So yes, so here we are. So that was my story for the day. So did you have any interesting thing that happened? I forgot to tell you about this earlier. I apologize.
Well, I guess one interesting thing is that I'm on this new podcast called Yahoo Answers. But if you're asking if I have any fun story that isn't already obvious, then no.
Okay. All right, so let's just get into the show now. So, I thought I had coins. So, okay, we can use this penny, I guess.
Oh, nice.
So we can always flip about who goes first.
All right.
So do you want heads?
This is some live audio.
We got a penny. Now, if that doesn't show you about how low budget we are, I don't know what will.
We couldn't afford anything higher than this.
Let's see, year 2008.
Nice.
That was a good year.
Yeah.
Year of the Dark Knight. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Senior year was also year Dark Knight Rises, and, well, we all know how that turned out. So, do you want heads or Lincoln Memorial?
Here's the thing about me, I always pick tails.
Okay.
I'm going tails.
Ooh. There you go. So you get to go first.
All right.
Yes, with your first question.
Well, now here's where we find out if the questions I found fit the format that we intended at all.
Look,
but I've got probably...
We don't have rehearsal
maybe
for this.
the longest and most borderline schizophrenic sounding question that I have is what I'm going to hit it off with. And here's my first question is also one where I guess we'll have to decide whether or not we want this podcast to be marked explicit or whether to bleep it.
Okay.
Because my question is, from Yahoo Answers itself, username unknown, is anyone truly psychic? Does this shit actually exist? And then there's a very long added description to the question. I'm always having deja vu, and most of the time I tend to be thinking the same as someone around, but only my close friends. I predict outcomes and they happen the way I thought they would. Last night around 3 a.m. I was half asleep, but awake enough to know my TV was still on, but for some reason I was thinking about a guy with dreads getting stabbed in his stomach. And I was thinking to myself like, oh my god, that has to hurt, yo. But IDK, why I was randomly thinking about that. So today I see on the news around 3:05 a.m. Very fast. This is like a 5-minute scenario here.
Oh,
a man
boy.
from a local college here was in my area. A man from a local college here in my area was getting stabbed in his chest. 5 minutes later, I guess. I don't know. This is getting super weird to me, especially on top of all the incidents that happened. It happens so often now I just smile and shake my head, wondering if this is something or nothing. And here's the top answer. The aliens got to your head, man.
So whenever someone gets stabbed, this person smiles. Yeah, so I knew it!
The TLDR is anyone truly psychic?
Well, you know, I don't know if anyone else... Well, I mean, you don't live in this area for all we know. Probably not.
Yeah.
If you ever watch, there's this morning show. We won't talk about names because we're going to talk about how much it sucks. But there's like this morning show that comes on like at 9 a.m. where they would call psychics.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fake. But, yes, so... Is anyone psychic? Here's a question to ask. Do they live in a part of town where there's a lot of stabbings? Because I mean, you can take a good guess.
If you just think about stabbings and you live in an area where there's a lot of stabbings, there's a chance that there's going to be a stabbing that happens a few minutes after. Anytime you think about stabbing.
What if it's part of your initiation to that town? Oh, you gonna get stabbed!
Yeah, they hadn't gotten to that part yet.
They were just like, hey, I'm new here. I didn't know. Somehow I was able to tell the TV was on. So, yeah, I mean, the TV was on in the other room. I mean, look, who wouldn't want to leave the TV on?
I think I might tend to agree with this first guy. The aliens got to your head, man.
Yes, they did.
They clearly... Although I do find that kind of funny that, like, oh, you're crazy for believing in psychicness, but the aliens got to your... Obviously, they're joking, but it is kind of fun irony.
Yes, it is. So I
guess to be real, if what we're gonna do is actually answer questions,
we're not really. This is a comedy show, so
not anymore. Let's bring it down. Let's answer this.
Let's talk about the Freudian thing. So, what do you think this is?
So, the aliens got to your head, man.
Yes, they did. And the best thing to do is write a book about it. Sell millions of dollars, and then you can sell it to another franchise and compete against Star Wars and Star Trek.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I mean, we had...
It's sort of like I'm going to open a restaurant that is exactly like McDonald's, but slightly more expensive. Do you think that'll work?
I think it would. It's called Burger King.
Yeah, that's how capitalism
Or Wendy's.
works, right?
I mean,
all right.
Well, you just make the burger square instead.
I guess you're right. But, yeah.
There it is.
So, we're going to move on to your question.
Sure, why not? Yeah. Let us open up the phone because it was locked.
We already answered for all of you people curious if psychicness is real. Yes. We already got that out there.
Important. So. And now we know.
So here we go, question 2.
So here we go. So I didn't write any of the names down because...
Yeah, I would like to keep it.
I think they want to be anonymous.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get lawsuits. I mean, look, we just had a penny that we had to flip.
There are already lawyers on their toes at the edge of their seats waiting for us to slip up. They're listening so hard for one slip up, and we gotta be careful.
They said, hey, do you really have to talk about this? Did you not learn?
Everyone was trying to stop us.
Everyone. And you know what? We don't care. We're going to keep going until they say, hey, your funding's out. Yeah. I mean, once we lose that penny,
we don't even...
We shut down.
Yeah, that penny is our only funding, and that's just because I think it just happened to be there.
It was. Yeah. I found it on the floor.
Yeah.
So, this is a question from someone. Very deep question.
All right.
What happens if you don't brush your teeth?
Oh, no.
I'm 13. My parents never really ever enforced brushing teeth. My teeth seem to come in normal, and never have I had a cavity. Do I need to brush my teeth?
Do you need to brush your teeth?
Thought-provoking in its own way.
13. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think, yeah. I mean, I wonder how often is he not brushing it? I mean, it's gonna...
It sounds like it was never.
I think if he's only 13 and he hasn't had a cavity, and that's his
good
basis,
luck.
I mean, that's just... You're going to get one. Like, I mean, I feel like this is... It's sort of like... I mean, if someone, like, drinks and drives all the time or something, and they're like, hey, man, I'm good. I've never gotten in an accident. Well, that's just because you just happen to have not yet. Because just because something bad hasn't happened to you isn't a reason to keep doing something that is not good. So if you continue to not brush your teeth...
Hey, look, sometimes I like to listen to the radio in the bathtub, and sometimes it drops.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm going to get electrocuted.
Yeah, and you have to... This is a good cathartic
And it's going to be so epic, but still.
Yeah.
So to play devil's advocate a little bit, to flip it the other way.
Okay. So we're gonna be apologists to those who
don't
brush their teeth now.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
See, maybe we should put that explicit thing on because, you know what? Why listen to your parents? Anyway, they're going to tell you this podcast is a waste of time, and they're probably right, but whatever.
Yep.
If you don't brush your teeth, let's think about it. They're going to fall out anyway when you're old, so why not?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess there is also that is true. They're gonna fall out. You can get replacement teeth.
You could get vampire
We've
fangs.
got tons of modern innovations. You can get whatever teeth you want. You could get just all gold teeth. You could get just all blue plastic like things.
You could get buck teeth if you wanted to and look like Bugs Bunny.
But I'm pretty sure that there's more than just the aesthetic reason to brush your teeth or not, because I'm pretty sure you would also get, like, gingivitis, and you could get, like, mouth cancer or something, so I think that's bad advice.
Way to make it so dark on this comedy podcast. Although, to flip it back, you know, because we flip-flop a lot, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, those are great shoes. I mean, they're sandals, but they don't have the backs, I guess.
Yeah. I find them uncomfortable, but yeah, going on.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Was that
shade at flip-flops?
Don't talk bad about flip-flops! Look, they've had enough to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, you walk anywhere, they'll just flop off.
Yeah.
Or flip-flop.
It's stressful to be a flip-flop.
It is, exactly.
That's actually the plot of the next... like Pixar ripoff movie by like some company that doesn't actually have the budget or talent to make a Pixar movie.
Oh yeah, have you ever seen the video where there's like a top 10 Pixar ripoff?
I haven't, but that sounds like something
it's awesome.
I'd be interested in.
So to play flip flop again, you know, apparently shoes that you don't like, which whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine.
So I don't like them either that much, but so to think about it, to flip back from why you should brush your teeth, we just talked about false teeth. Now, this person's 13. Do you think that, you know, I mean, they're going through, you know, they're going to have to go through, you know, dating and job interviews. Do you really think that someone who has, like, false teeth, I mean, you're 13, you're not going to just want, like, dentures, you're going to want the cool stuff. So, if you're going to, like, prom or something, do you think someone is going to want, hello, do you want to go to prom? Want to see my nice teeth? Because they can get vampire dentures.
No, I know, I'm just saying, what are you talking about?
Give me the job, I won't sock.
Awesome. That's going to be awesome for prom.
You know what, you're right. Don't brush your teeth.
You could, all you need to do is, are we insinuating that he's actually going to lose his teeth in just a few years?
Yes, we are.
All your teeth are going to fall out.
He's been lucky so far.
Yeah.
And I think when it's...
all the bad luck's going to come soon.
I mean, why not just get it over with now?
That's absolutely true.
So, yes. We didn't really decide if you should brush your teeth or not.
What we decided is don't brush your teeth. And lawyers, you can quote us on that.
Yes, and if they do not exist, we would like to copyright vampire fang dentures. Because they're going to be big.
Yeah. Especially once the millions of people hear this and decide to stop brushing their teeth.
Especially during prom season, too. Oh, those could be so big during the Twilight movies.
Yeah.
You want depressed vampire? Here, honey, I'm happy vampire.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
It is.
That's beautiful.
It's wonderful in its own
and that is definitely
way.
Where we are ending this, for sure. I mean, that is the definitive answer. And now we're moving on to our next question, which is one I brought to the table, which is just nondescript, new question on Yahoo Answers, waiting to be answered, ripe waiting to be answered. How can I stop thinking about the haters?
Well, there's a thing called drugs that can really help.
That does work. I think you can also become like sort of a tough pop artist or rapper. I think they talk about not caring about the haters a lot. So I think if maybe it's something about like tuning yourself into that music that makes people stop caring about that, because this person clearly cares about that. They're trying to stop. Please help me.
I want to stop
thinking about the haters.
Although what they could do is, if you have enough time, you could try and look for the Men in Black to do the mind wipe thing on you. That's a way to forget the haters.
That's true.
Also, if you have a head injury and creates amnesia, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of ways to stop
There's
thinking about
so, but
behaviors.
he wants a legit way. I'm assuming. I mean,
Is there a legit see a therapist?
we don't need therapists.
Okay.
Dr. Phil
So if there's anything about this podcast that you can take away, don't brush your teeth.
and therapists
Don't
are
get mental
useless.
health help.
And what was the first one? Oh yeah, and the aliens did do it.
Yeah, we have great advice.
Yes, we do.
That's incredible.
Remember when I said your parents probably said this podcast was a waste of time?
Yeah.
They were wrong.
Look at us now. That's a short and sweet one. Do we
Yes,
want to
it
just go right?
I believe mine one's
It's an
pretty.
easy one to answer.
It is.
We know exactly how to deal with the haters.
Exactly. So, this one's also short and sweet. May I start a deer jerky business and call it Bambi?
Wow, bold move.
Bold.
You can start a deer jerky business. You can do that. If if there was 2 questions.
Oh, this is just one.
Yeah,
there
but,
was
like,
no
if you
period.
separated the questions,
Sentence format. It was one.
It's hard to start a business, especially one that probably costs as much to uphold as a specific deer jerky business. I mean, that's not exact like specifically deer jerky, and trying it would be a hard business to keep up. But then calling it Bambi, I feel like you're losing a little bit of a market there.
So
I feel
here's here's another thing to think about. There's this little thing called copyright.
Mm-hmm.
So you say, I'm gonna create a jerky business. I'm just assuming, I'm gonna create a jerky business. You get a knock on the door. Gorge, Mickey, go get him. I'll hold him. Why you jerk? This is mine. You want a piece of this? This is what happens. You get the mouse.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm really I actually one time was thinking about starting a mouse jerky business, and I was thinking about calling it Mickey and Minnie, the mouse jerky business, and then I heard that
So would they
exact
get
same
like
advice.
2 of them?
Yeah, absolutely. They'd get 2 each time. And yeah, I was very. I mean, I had to shut the whole thing down because at one point I heard some thick gloved
Exactly.
mitts hitting at my door, knock, 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 and I shut the whole thing down and I went into hiding for quite a while.
So, I mean, also, you gotta remember, if you do not make them happy, if they have to come back, Gorge, Mickey, he had enough. Oh, I don't think so. I think it's time he gets the Donald. And he has nunchucks.
I think the classic Disney cartoon gang coming and viciously beating a man up for copyright infringement is probably going to be the peak of our comedy on any of our
Yes,
shows.
it is.
So
We don't get much better than that. See, this is why this show exists. Moments like that. So, to recap, if you don't want to get beaten up by a cartoon mouse,
yeah.
dog, and duck with nunchucks.
That's what they're there for. They since they're cartoon, there isn't as much, Mickey and stuff going on. Their
Although they
content
do
is
have
decreasing.
They do have a new show. Have you ever
That's
seen it?
true.
Have you watched it?
No.
It is really good.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, those are only 4 minutes short, so they got to fill up some time somehow.
But yeah,
don't-
the classic characters just make up the copyright department at this
Look,
point.
here's the thing. Do you think it's fun to see all those little brats pull on your ear and tail? No, they gotta get the anger out somewhere.
and they get it out at their day job.
Exactly.
Which is the
Copyright
the
enforcers. You think YouTube is rough with copyright? Oh,
It's
Disney,
nothing
you
compared
don't want
to
to go against the mouse.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Exactly.
Actually. I have another question. Very this is the place to get relationship advice, and this is the question to listen to if you need relationship advice.
We are better than that lady on the radio, Delilah.
Oh,
she'll just listen
absolutely.
to you. We will help you, actually.
And this is the thing: is this is the only podcast that touches relationship issues?
It
right?
is.
There's only one.
Exactly.
So, here's the question. My wife is a Gemini and I'm a Scorpio. All the websites say we should be miserable together, but we are extremely happy. What gives? Been together 8 years and we're still in the honeymoon phase.
8 years?
Yeah. So, I think we can all agree. You gotta listen to the horoscopes and
Exactly.
your relationship.
How do you check this? What is it, like different months?
I mean, yeah, your sign is a different period of year that makes up about a month. Like, late October to sometime late November is Scorpio. That's what I am.
My God, I'm actually learning something on Yahoo Answers. Like real knowledge.
Yeah, real knowledge.
Real knowledge.
Well.
So they're like, hey, we should be happy.
Yeah, apparently even in the face of something that disproves this person's belief of the horoscopes, they are leaning towards the horoscopes being real despite it not being in this case.
Here's the thing to wonder. They're happy right now. Did she lie about her birthday? Because that could change everything.
It must be, because horoscopes literally have to be true.
They do have to be true.
Absolutely nothing can disprove it.
See, if you are happy, this is the guy talking, right? He says because it's his wife.
My
okay.
wife. Well, it doesn't specify gender. It's 2017, but anyway, go on.
I mean, like, does it say?
No, it doesn't say.
So you got it for 8 years. Okay, so we'll say the person and their partner.
Yeah.
So if they're happy with the horoscope,
you have to. Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to.
There's something they're hiding.
Absolutely.
So do not trust them.
Yeah,
that is
definitely. Oh, Two-Faced.
Two-Faced.
She's a Gemini.
Yes.
So she's two-faced.
Oh my God! There you go.
Yep.
Divorce court.
Yep.
It can work wonders.
Yep. I mean, that's how you handle a nearly 10-year-long relationship.
Exactly.
You have to trust horoscopes.
Although, when you think about it,
it's science.
If time is rough in the first 8 years, if you don't get to that 10-year mark, then it's almost not even worth finishing.
Yeah.
Now, if you've gotten to that 10-year mark, you might as well stick it all the way through, but...
Yeah. I mean, what's another 50 more years?
Exactly. I mean, 60 years of marriage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
It does. They don't look happy in these pictures they have on the newspapers.
I think part of that's just because people are not happy. If they have... if they've just been around that long.
If they've been around, so you get married like around...
Not to judge all old people.
Yeah, I mean, you get married like 18, I guess, and then it's 60, so 78. We're talking about those people, we're guessing they're 90 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's even more amazing advice before we move on to our next question.
So, okay, here's the next one. I think I'm jealous. So for my birthday on Friday, my dad slept the whole day away and didn't say anything to me and just said sorry the next day. This guy sucked.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go for dinner. The next day was Saturday, and I had my party, but then Sunday we went to eat at Golden Carole since we didn't go for dinner for my birthday Friday, okay? They went to Golden Carole. My friend's B-Day is tomorrow, and she gets Buffalo Wild Wings, and all I got was Golden Carole, which got me sick and sucked. Am I rude for feeling jealous? Is this normal to feel sad? Now, Golden Carole versus Buffalo Wild Wings.
They were saying that they were upset that they went to Golden Corral instead of Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's like, hey, we had to sell for my birthday at Golden Corral, but my friend gets to go Buffalo Wild Wings.
If Buffalo Wild Wings is the pinnacle of what they want for their birthday, maybe they should. I would say maybe talk. I mean. Maybe talk to your parents that it can't be that big of a deal. There's gotta, like, you just go to Buffalo Wild. But the thing is, I don't know if that matters because it kind of sounds like
you slept.
I would say jealousy is not a good trait, but in this case, the father just slept the whole day on the birthday. That doesn't sound like very nice.
I mean, it's probably just like he's probably like, hey, you want a birthday present? Yeah, give me another beer.
God.
Yeah, he slept the whole day away, and then, I mean, would she have chosen Golden Corral? And now this is just like, Wait, I had the choice of Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah, maybe they just realized. In that case, I would say vocalize, communicate in your relationship.
I mean, look, so your dad is asleep once in a while. You know, you get those big drums and like a horn, and you just wake him up.
Yeah, he'll like that.
Unless he's having a hangover, then that could make things worse. But
yeah, that's like I definitely like.
I'm just assuming he was drunk if he slept the whole day.
That makes
away.
the story really dark and sad, and I'm genuinely worried for this person if that's what happens and that's how they're treated on their birthday. But as for the. Yeah, hopefully they can get to Buffalo Wild Wings
someday.
Because
They will.
If there's that simple of a pleasure, I hope
maybe this person thinks that, oh my God, Buffalo are endangered. We don't have enough time to get there to Buffalo Wild Wings.
So they're selfless. They're a selfless person. Then.
Exactly.
They just care about the buffalo.
They want to eat the buffalo before it's all gone.
Okay.
Now
I interpreted that differently. Okay.
You tried to think more positive. I'm just like, we gotta get the buffalo.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, I don't think we should tell them about what Buffalo Wild Wings are really made of, because that could ruin the fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to ruin their birthday even more.
No, I mean,
it's like finding out that Santa isn't real. Sorry, everybody.
It's awful.
Absolutely.
So, that was my question.
More great advice. And I've got another groundbreaking, earth-shattering question. Because the question is, how can the Earth be round if maps are flat? Checkmate, round earthers.
Oh, man. This is like... almost like if someone was writing this in the 1400s, they were writing this. How can it be round if the Earth is flat? And then they put it in a vault or something to be open in the year 2017.
And now it's on Yahoo Answers.
Exactly.
But this is topical now because there are people who still think the world is flat today.
Really?
I mean, have you heard? I mean, it's like an insurgent thing. You haven't heard?
No.
Because. It's actually a group of... I mean, of course, there's crazy people in the world. There's conspiracy theorists. But it's becoming a more popular thing of this group called the Flat Earth Society. And they have members all around the globe, which is funny to say. You
said globe, not map.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And part of the thing that made it something that started... A thing that people started talking about is that there's this musical artist named Bob, B-O-B, and...
Thank you for spelling Bob.
Yeah, but it's like B.O. It's like an acronym. I don't know if... But he made a song that lyrically was about how he believed the Earth was flat, and the song was called Flatline, and he was just talking about all these scientists are lying to you and stuff, and it's a big conspiracy, and it kind of brought attention to the fact that there is a Flat Earth Society and people who believe today that the Earth is flat.
So he's never seen the space photo, the photos from space.
He just thinks this stuff was faked. He just that's the funny thing about conspiracy theories is that. It's like skepticism where you believe, you're trying to be skeptical, but then the problem is, even when something refutes it, you just find a way to work that even more into your conspiracy.
They're like, hey, they're fake. They're probably from Hollywood. You know how many fake noses there are?
Yeah.
That's gotta be fake, too.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to maintain a belief when all you literally have to do is just say, that proves it even more because they're faking. It's all a lie.
It's all a lie.
If you just say anything's a lie, then you can believe something even as weird as the Earth being flat, which is one of the most observable sciences. That you can possibly find.
To think about it, also, no one uses paper maps anymore. We use apps.
We use digital maps.
And now, basically, on your phone. Your map can also, if you zoom out enough, it becomes a globe.
Yeah. So that's all this person's... This person was probably kidding. But
this person needs to download this app so they can see. If you zoom out enough, It's a globe.
Yeah, that'd be funny if they're genuinely a flat earther and they think the Earth is flat. They zoom out and they're like, "Oh my God, how wrong I've been all this time."
Father, I was wrong. I knew it.
Oh.
You see this guy, he's just like on his deathbed. His son comes, Dad, I know you were so passionate about this, but look, it zooms out. It becomes a globe.
My entire life is a lie.
Now you tell me.
Oh my God, my ancient beliefs that should have died is the first second someone figured out the reason why it's round and was able to replicate it is now shattered.
I mean, if he's really that old, he might be like, what's a globe? But anyway.
Yeah, well, they probably had globes pretty shortly. I'm curious. What? Let's make this a podcast about the history of the globe.
Yes.
That's fun.
When did they find out the world was round?
I think we're the idiots now. It is a law. I mean, it's
there were theories about it, but when was this confirmed?
Today on this podcast.
Yes, it was. See, that short answer,
yeah.
you go on the app, you zoom out, and it becomes a globe. I mean, it's not... I don't know how it can be more confirmed than that. But, yeah. So here we go.
All right.
With the next question.
Next question.
Starts with help.
Oh, no.
Help!
This is probably too old for us to... We waited too long.
We would not be good 911 dispatchers.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Help! Olive Garden kicked me out after I started eating for 1 hour. I ordered the unlimited breadsticks and salad and soda for me and my friend. The waiter came up to the waiter came up to us and said we had to order more food or else we has or leave immediately. We were paying customers.
Oh my God, we're too late to help
We
this
are
person
too late.
who is in dire need.
Unless they go to another Olive Garden where the waiter wouldn't recognize them, or the water.
Yeah.
If you just want to call them the water, go ahead.
Yeah, I always tip my waters well.
Exactly.
That's what I do. I kind of am like perpetually concerned with like when I just feel like my theory is I always like tip the minimum and no lower, no matter how the service was, and like I'm a slave to the waiters and people who work in the service industry, and I basically, my theory is the customer is always wrong.
Yes, I mean, unless the waiter sneezes in your food, there's no reason not
Zero
to tip.
Steal at that point.
Exactly.
No, I don't know.
But it sounds like this person was not even able to get to the tip. They were just like, more breadsticks, more salad, and they said, hey, it's time to go.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, I guess what I'm saying, what I mean by that is, like, I would literally be like, I don't know what it's just like, for some reason, one part of my personality is just like, I feel, because they're the ones working, they're the ones who are hating their day, so I have to accommodate
you are
to
their
them.
Guest.
Yeah, I know, but like for some reason, I just think of it like.
No, I mean you gotta be good to them.
Yeah,
because they invite you, they can kick you out.
Yeah, I know. That's the reason.
I did not mean to be rude to say be rude to waiters.
No, I know because. Yeah, I just am always trying to be the like nicest, least rude person, no matter what a waiter or someone is like. And they can kick me out if they want. It's not my house. It's not my restaurant.
I mean, apparently, if it's a restaurant you really like, you don't want to see what goes on in that kitchen. But
yeah.
So I mean, kicked out after. Here's the thing to wonder: could you really have unlimited salad and breadsticks? Once you get burned out of that,
at some point you're taking advantage, and that's another thing that I am afraid of doing at restaurants. Is taking advantage. So, but I do like food, so I gotta find that perfect balance between eating as many breadsticks as I possibly can and not feeling like salad. I'm taking advantage.
Why wouldn't you get something better? I mean, if you're already going to spend the money at Olive Garden, go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, apparently they weren't willing to spend that much money because they were just getting free breadsticks and salad.
I mean, don't you pay for the salad?
I think you. I don't know.
Oh boy, you know, we'll find this out real
And
quick.
maybe they have bottomless salad and bottomless breadsticks. I mean, you might have to pay like the beginning, but then you get, you know, free salad refills.
Well, that's what it would have been. Like, you pay once
got-
for the salad, and you get
They got unlimited
refills.
ranch refills.
Look, if you're gonna go out, just get something good. I mean, I don't really go to Olive Garden because they got rid of the one thing I liked.
And what was that? What was
They used to have the create your own pizza.
Oh.
It was pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Except they had tomatoes in the sauce.
I've been to Olive Garden maybe like twice.
You mean in your life, or?
I think
Or
so.
real.
I think in my life. I haven't gone there much. It's not...
And the breadsticks are good, but...
Yeah.
Oh, remember that one time? We're getting off subject, but whatever. If you've ever heard our other one, we call it the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Do you remember one time where it was in the band class? There's something about if you donate something, the teacher, we won't say names because they don't want to be associated with this, but the teacher would match what you made, and then he ended up having to give like over... It was like a lot of money he ended up having to give, and then we won the Olive Garden thing.
Yeah.
It was not as good as the restaurant. I can tell you that. But I mean, the breadsticks were, but, you know, you got
Yeah.
that nasty spaghetti.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, flashbacks.
I hadn't thought about that in a long time.
I mean, it's been like years since then, and
Yeah.
now it just came back.
Yeah. I don't typically think about the weird catering that we get at high school.
Yeah. It was not worth it in the end.
I mean, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that that day when we ate Olive Garden for lunch because we had Olive Garden brought.
Remember, it came really late too.
Yeah, because I imagine I would have preferred our school lunch. We actually had pretty good school lunch.
Remember Bosco sticks?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I honestly always lunch was the best part. We actually had awesome school lunch.
We did.
I feel like because there was. If you didn't like what there was subs every day. There's French fries
Subs?
every day. At high school.
Oh yeah, there's that little room.
Yeah, every single day you could
Which is
get.
torn down now.
Oh man,
I'm
do
assuming.
do they still get subs every day?
I don't know. I don't even know they get. What did you had subs at the one place where you get the fries?
No, that was a different place because they had like the appetizer. That was they had an appetizer area. Do other high schools have that?
I don't
they
know.
had a separate line.
I think
where
they
you could
get
go-
like slop, like
you
gruel,
could-
like orphans.
You could get French fries any day you wanted. You could
Yeah.
get subs any day.
You could also
wanted.
get pizza any
You could
day.
get bottomless salad.
Oh, also, I don't remember if they did this in high school. Remember slushies in middle school?
Oh yeah, there was like slushy day.
Yeah, it was like
That was the best day.
I think it was like Friday or something.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah, it was. I
to
think.
also go back a little bit, I remember they used to have. Remember Fridays in elementary? So we are really going back now. Remember Popcorn Day?
Oh yeah.
Popcorn Day.
Popcorn day. Yeah.
It was like almost like I think it was like every Friday or something, and you pay like a quarter to get like a bag of popcorn.
Oh yeah.
And this wasn't like bad. This wasn't like crap you buy at the store. This is like real good. This was good popcorn.
This was literally the best popcorn. I don't remember really.
I don't remember. But I remember in 5th grade we would have like the popcorn, and then the teacher would put on Reading Rainbow.
Oh yeah. And you know, it was one. This is just bringing back more memories of our school life
Yes.
since we went through elementary, middle school, and high school.
Yes.
It never occurred to me as weird until recently that every single music class we'd watch the same exact
Yes. So, okay, we're going off topic, but this is what I've been waiting to talk about this for so long. So, this is the highlight of this podcast. I know it. This moment right now will be we won't say the names, okay? Because we could get in trouble legally. Those lawyers are sweating, saying, "Don't you dare!" So in elementary school, we basically what happened is it would be like once a week. I mean, multiple times during the week, you'd go to. They had like this special. That one room.
There's a different room.
Yeah.
Where we'd have like a.
There was art.
Yeah, art.
Science lab. And music.
And music.
So what happened was, and it would be like it'd be sometime randomly during the hour, kind of like
It'd be like just like an hour on Wednesday or something.
yeah, kind of like when you think about high school, like third period or something.
It would be sort of like in elementary school, you'd have one teacher and you'd spend the entire day there, but then like
one hour
on Wednesday you'd go to a different
and
class.
also there were some times, I think in 2nd and 4th grade, where the last hour you'd switch teachers. That was fun.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was we went to a different room with a different teacher who was the music teacher.
Yes. And this music teacher, as we now know, had a little bit of a drinking problem.
Yeah. So clearly, that's the funny part, is she was clearly just like hungover or drunk and just left on.
Exactly. Do you remember when it was like every time she would, we'll do an example, she would just like play the piano with like one hand. And it's like, okay, kids, come on!
This is seriously This is seriously one of those things that I just never thought about. And then one day I was like, you know, she had a drinking problem, and I was like, oh my god!
And she was like,
it makes so much sense now.
She was like, come on, kids, sing the song we've been singing over and over. We were supposed to learn how to play the recorder, but she would play videos the whole time. And the worst part, she would always rewind them.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we ever saw the end.
Well, there was that. We'll tell them about this. There was this video. There was this 2 kids and this dog Barney.
Yeah,
I've been trying to look for it on YouTube.
It had just kid songs. Like one was the Purple People Eater, whatever.
I think that's a different.
There
were 3 videos she showed. One was like a Disney World sing-along where they would show the characters at Walt Disney World or Disneyland.
Yeah.
I remember there's this old couple with a Donald Duck. And one was this one where it was like this older couple, they looked like carnies or something. They were just like, step right up! But they would sing these songs with these kids at a playground. And there was the one everyone would get excited about, which was the color one, which there was this boy and this girl and this dog Barney. I don't know why I remember that name, but I think when she said Barney, I freaked out. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Don't!
Yeah.
But and they would go to this world where there was no color or something. And I did try to look for it on YouTube. I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I think it was probably a pretty weird, obscure kids thing.
If you know what the title is, go ahead and, comment somewhere. But there would be like, there was this girl who had like this total white outfit on, and it was supposed to be full of color. And, we would always watch that. It felt like every week we would watch. That was like the main one, and she would always rewind it. And,
we watched it from the beginning every single time.
You were there from kindergarten to 5th grade, okay? So about 6 years. I saw the ending once.
I know, that's the thing. I literally think I might have seen the ending once, and I was like, it's finally the ending!
It is! We got there!
It's catharsis!
It's probably because she forgot to rewind it because she was drunk in the class.
I don't even remember why we ended up seeing the whole thing. Like, I was just, how did we ever get there?
I think that one time the students finally rioted and said, we want to see the end!
I know.
But it wasn't like we saw it every year. We saw it once. In 6 years, we saw it once.
It was seriously insane how many times.
When you think about it, the more you were there, like in kindergarten or whatever, it started towards the end of that time in school. That's when she started playing the videos more and more.
Oh, yeah.
She always had the lights off too, remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I guess, the hangover doesn't want the lights.
Ooh.
Oh, man. We are happy to say she no longer works there.
Yeah, how did it last so long?
I don't know, but I remember, she was just gone eventually.
Yeah.
Asked not to come back, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, she was there the entirety of...
That we were there.
In elementary school.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Maybe we should have been the one seeing a therapist about that.
I mean, it was only a little bit of time each week, but it didn't affect anyone.
She was like literally she would be playing the piano and just leaning back and moving one arm around. She was like an old-timey Western piano player at a bar.
It was like for a while after elementary school, I just thought, oh, she was a weird, quirky music artsy teacher. But then, like, once I realized, I was like, oh, okay. So that's definitely the behavior of someone.
I mean, we're not making this up. I mean, I remember in language arts class, I think it was my senior year, we had to tell the teacher, hey, we used to have this music teacher who was drunk in class all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Did they not believe you? That was
no, she was shocked.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm assuming I don't know when she will... I'm pretty sure she will have left during the time we were in middle school. I know she was gone by high school, so... By that time, it would have been a surprise. But yeah, I mean, remember how much she would drink those water bottles?
Yeah.
She had like a straw and all that.
Yeah. It was. That's probably the craziest thing for my school history. Honestly, like that is.
We had the
just
drunk
looking at,
music
holy
teacher.
Crap.
I mean, some kids like on The Simpsons had the depressed music teacher. We had the drunk music teacher.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Oh yeah. All right. So these last two,
Yes.
you said were like classics, like they're
Oh, yes.
classic funny ones or something.
They're kind of ones that you probably seen. They're from College Humor, the
Okay.
website. So, I did one, so did you want to do this one?
All right. So. Oh man. Okay, so this question from Yahoo Answers is: how did they clone Lindsay Lohan for The Parent Trap? I'm not an idiot. I know they cloned the sheep dolly, but I didn't know they cloned a person. Is there something special in the genetic makeup of gingers that makes them easier to clone? Do you want me to read the best answer?
No, because
it's just a regular
It's not
answer.
the best answer. It's the knowledgeable
I thought
one.
it might have been funny, but
No.
it just explains it.
So how did they clone her? Well,
Science, probably.
exactly. I mean, look, we can do a lot with sheep now. So I'm assuming, how did they clone her? I mean, some people would like to think that
They cloned a sheep, and then they made over the sheep with makeup and special
Exactly.
effects to look like Lindsay Lohan.
Now, some people would like to think that the Lindsay Lohan from 2005 to present is the clone, and that somewhere she kidnapped the Lindsay Lohan
Yeah.
we all knew and loved.
But here's where I break out the deets, because here's another detail. Did you know there's also a conspiracy theory where there are people who genuinely believe that those are two different people. They're twins or something, and this is one of the
Lindsay
conspiracy
Lohan.
theories. Yeah, that they're actually two people and not just that it was both Lindsay Lohan acting
Yeah.
both parts. There are people who believe that they're actually twins, and the conspiracy is that Disney covered up the
How do you
twins'
find this
death.
stuff?
I like to look up conspiracy theories. I was thinking about starting a conspiracy podcast, but like from the angle that I tend to not believe conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But the belief is that like this twin had some tragic death, and that Disney tried to cover it up so they would still be able to sell the movie without it being. Like,
Oh, wow.
But that's that's the answer.
Maybe that tragic death came from a copyright infringement.
Yeah. Yeah, Mickey went to the.
You want the duck? You're gonna get the duck! All right, and so, for our final question, or what we call Yahoo Classic. That's what we'll call it.
Is anything on Yahoo a classic?
No, everyone
Even
uses,
as a search engine.
everyone uses
classic.
Google. Remember Ask Jeeves?
Oh, I wish I could still use Ask Jeeves.
Sometimes I'll go, the internet Wayback Machine.
Yeah. Oh, no, I have. Anytime I have some reason to go to the Wayback Machine, which sometimes will just be like something got deleted or something I'm trying to look at and remember something, I'll always go, while I'm here, I should check Ask Jeeves.
Every once in a while, I'll go to that website and I'll play that song from Fast and the Furious. When we see you again. And I'll just cry in the corner and I'll be like, Jeeves, where are you? All right. So for our final question. I never saw how it ended before. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Is there a spell to become a mermaid that actually works? I would like to know if there's a spell available to become a mermaid. One that works.
There's so many that don't work. I keep trying.
I tried.
I keep trying and they don't work.
Do you know what it's like to have to when you're out of options and you literally go fishing and try to use the fish as a dress? It doesn't work. It smells bad. I am asking people that believe in mermaids. Don't say things like mermaids don't exist, because I take it very seriously and I find it offensive. Please help me find a spell. And that's cap lock.
We're too late on this
Exclamation
one
points.
too. This was an emergency.
I didn't know about this ending. By the way, I am also a witch.
She's gonna be or he or she doesn't say they're gonna be a witch mermaid.
Yes, they will. I mean, the nice thing is that you can like change back and forth. Like Ursula, she'll be Ursula.
It'll be like a werewolf, but it's a witch mermaid. So like by day they're a mermaid, and by night they're just a witch.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you get. I mean, they don't have to spend money on boats because they could just use a broomstick.
Or it's like the Little Mermaid, but instead of just becoming a regular human with legs who can't talk, they're just a witch. So they go out into the world and they're like, I'll get you, my pretty. Yeah, that's
So could you imagine if someone had remade the Little Mermaid with this? With this idea,
just basically like the witch from Wizard of Oz,
like
just
like Ariel gets the thing, has the thing happen, and then she goes to see Prince Eric, and you see that whatever the bird's name is, Scarlet. Oh, Ariel, you look different. I'm gonna get that prince and his little dog too. The one who slobbered on me everywhere. Do you know what it's like having to watch him peer through the window of a boat? He peed on me!
Still, the funniest thing to me is just that actually works. One that works.
That works!
Like, they just keep trying over and over again meticulously. Like, nothing's working!
I am so close to giving up this dream! I just want it to happen!
My God. Yeah. I hope they find the answer.
I mean, I think this is a few years old.
Yeah, I hope they found the answer somewhere down the last
I mean,
years.
Look... We're not Disney, but we just hope that your dream does come true.
Yep.
I mean, look. I mean, to be fair, if you're a witch, way to go. I mean, that's already a great accomplishment.
That's cool.
Yes.
Like, I definitely support
I think a
anyone who
witch
wants to be
is
a
cooler
witch.
than a mermaid.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, we could start a whole nother podcast on whether a witch or a mermaid. It's the classic. It's sort of like ninjas versus pirates. Mermaids versus witches. Witches win in this case.
Exactly.
I'm totally, and on the ninjas versus pirates, I'd probably lean ninjas.
I mean, literally, why not turn yourself into a fish?
Yeah, that's cool.
Exactly.
That's cool.
I mean, a mermaid, it's just...
It's just halfway there to a fish.
I mean...
The cooler thing than a human.
Yeah.
But unless you're a witch. A witch is a human. Yeah, a witch.
Could you imagine if, like, the origin of mermaids is that a witch tried to turn herself into a fish, and then she just kind of forgot half the spell?
Yeah, it doesn't work. That's the thing, is they keep trying these spells have gotten so advanced. This person keeps trying to turn themselves into a mermaid, but they just keep turning themselves into a fish.
I know. I mean...
They need to
Maybe they need to stop halfway.
Yeah.
I mean, of course you could get the top half of the fish, but...
Cut off half the ingredients.
Oh! The second half of the spell. So say that.
Oh, so it's a word spell. I was thinking it was like a potion, but it does say spell. So I was thinking a potion. Oh, like you just like concoct, and it's like it's working. Yeah. And then, but yeah, so it's some kind of combination of.
I'm pretty
words.
sure. You wave the wand.
We don't know. Nothing's working. So
nothing is working.
Maybe it is a potion. Maybe that's what they need.
Just be happy in the fact that you know that you are a witch. I mean,
that's cool enough.
I'd rather be a witch than a mermaid.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if you were a tiger, or if you were a rocket-powered like magic tiger, and you're like, how can I become a regular tiger?
Exactly.
I mean,
do you really think that? I mean, they talk about under the sea and low marine. Do you really think it's that fun? Do you really think being under the sea is that fun? If you go snorkeling at a city pool, that's basically what you get, except you see those fish in the way.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think this person's already got a lot going for them.
Yeah.
I think they should learn to love themselves.
They should.
That's beautiful.
What a happy ending.
We didn't start that happy.
No, we didn't.
So maybe it's good that we...
it evolved into that.
Yeah.
So...
Is that the podcast?
I guess it is.
We just stick the landing.
Yeah,
and we didn't make any errors.
It so perfectly.
Yeah,
we gave a happy ending, something that really doesn't happen that much in comedy, but we did it.
Yeah, we found a way.
Yes,
and I think that's why this is going to be the #1 podcast.
Exactly,
in no time. So that's it. That's the podcast where we answer questions from Yahoo Answers.
Yes. I mean, on comment section we have an ending, but I can't think of one right now. You know how we end up keep falling down the rabbit hole. I don't know how we done this. We'll find it eventually.
Someone please help me. That's not very positive. If you're a witch, love yourself.
Exactly.
There's a good ending.
We could end it with a different moral of the story every episode.
And that's the moral of the story of this episode.
Be happy that you're a witch.
Because that's pretty cool.
It is.
And that's it.